Hello, fourth grade. This week you're going to be making a picture a bit like this. A spooky monster in the forest kind of scene. It's almost a monochrome picture. Monochrome is where it's just one colour. Mono meaning one and chrome meaning colour. It's not completely monochrome. There's yellow and even green and red. Don't know if you can pick out those colours, but mostly it's brown. So it's a mostly monochrome picture, and it relies a lot on the texture of the marker as well. These kind of scratchy lines. Okay, so I'll take you through the picture step by step, and let's get started. Alright, so here we go. Let's begin by sketching out the shape of the monster that's going to be in the center of the picture. So the monster's body is going to be a rectangle shape, something like this, center of the page, and it has a kind of like a semicircle on top, and it's kind of wider than that rectangle because that's where the shoulders are and the arms are going to come out. So it's sort of something like that. That rectangle is really just there to give us a guide. Alright, so then one of the arms, this arm is going to come round, and we've got these spiky fingers, big spiky hand, something like that, and then come back to the body, and then same again on this side. The arm is going to come down, and it's going to have these spiky fingers. Okay, then the legs. This leg is going to come all the way down, like it's almost a straight line, pretty much a straight line coming down from the body to the leg, and it's going to be thin. That's going to make it sort of look like it's in the background, whereas this leg is going to be sort of stepping forwards, and it's going to be bigger at the bottom. See, that sort of gives the idea that it's stepping forwards. Alright, let's put those two creepy eyes in place, there and there, and let's erase that rectangle. We don't need that anymore. Good. Now if you want to make any changes, you can now. Okay, so now we need a couple of tall trees. Let's have one right at the edge of the page. So when we finish with the pencil, let's move to a thin black marker, and we're going to start the texture layer. Let's begin right here on the monster's head, and I'm going to start by placing two careful circles around the eyes, because it's really important that those eyes stand out and they don't have any texture. And then I'm going to work by I'm going to start on the head too. So we want lines that are going to follow the shape of the head, right? As if it's a kind of like a thick fur that's covering the monster. So long lines are important, and then in places where I want to have like slightly darker shadows, I can do shorter lines. Let's move on to the trees. Same thing, long lines. finish off, let's do a couple of birds in the trees. So let's start with the yellow eyes, and I'm going to press really hard to shade in those eyes, make them really like thick yellow colour. But then I'm going to sort of spread the yellow out, like shading lightly just over the head here. Just want to give a little bit of yellow coming down the front of the monster here. Just a little bit on the arm maybe, just like that. That really helps the beast to stand out. Now, we're going to use brown, of course, and let's start with the leg and make the leg brown. Now, when I get to the body part, I'm going to press a little lighter. Just for now, I'm just going to shade that a little lighter here. Leave some of that yellow showing. So there's some kind of splotchy brown around there too. And then I'm actually going to use green and red. And just put little splashes of green and red here and there, mixed in with this orange, and sorry, you could use orange if you wanted to, mixed in with the yellow and the brown. There's going to be little splashes just here and there of the red and the green, just a little bit. Alright, now the final part of this picture is the gradient background. So we're going to turn the page and use the pencil kind of on the side of the pencil and make like long lines, horizontal lines in the picture all the way across. Because we want this kind of murky brown colour in the background too. Then as we come up the page, we're going to, oh dear, be careful of the paper, everybody. As we come up the page, we're going to spread those lines out, and eventually when we get to the top, we're going to switch to the yellow. So it's just going to be like a faint kind of yellow sky right at the top of the picture. Just blend that in a little bit. Yeah, there it is, the finished forest monster. And hope you like it, hope you enjoy making this picture. And of course, as always, don't forget to share your work with me so I can see it.